All right, so I was reviewing my hand drafts and noticed I made a little mistake where on my second example, you can't see in this video, but you'll see once I get to it. Actually, we'll start with the second example. Um, or first example, I don't know. The example of my house, I forgot to add the gable uh, to the side view or end view. So I'm going to now add that gable, and I'm just kind of recording it to kind of show, hey, you can always go back and add updates to things. So I have my little setup here again, and here we go. So I'm going to add the gable to the left side of the house where it is. In the front view, because it is an orthographic, you can't tell how far that gable comes out. And in the side view, that's where I actually need it to come out, the amount. And looking at my paper, it's going to come right out to the edge, but you know what? It is what it is, so that's okay. But at least it'll have it on there, and that's what I missed the first time around. So the first thing I need to set up with this is I want to line up the alignment of the gable so that everything is in the correct proportion. And that is the point I was trying to make with these different views, is everything is in correct proportion. So I'm going to just do a light line right there. And that shows the top of the gable is right there. And it meets up with the roof there, and it comes out to about there, and it comes down. Okay, so now that it's lined up, I'm going to now add the gable. It's not so gable is an architectural term for a roof line that kind of splits out like this. So that's why I'm using that term. You may not have heard that term before, but hey, that's what it is. Again, based on this piece of junk mail that I picked up, I don't have a lot of paper left, but it's just enough to add the piece out here. Again, I'm just using what I had access to. It looks like I have this pink pencil here that I'm using to draw a straight line. And the gable connects in with the roof about like that. And it's kind of hard to see because now I don't really have a lot of space around my drawing, but that is the missing piece. Okay, so that one's done. And then in the other example, oh, I was going to take a picture of that. Oh, you know what? That's okay. The other example, I noticed that there's two roof lines that I only drew a single roof line, and I need to correct that little mistake. So the second roof line is for the middle of this house, and it's not displayed in the end view as well. So I need to basically just draw a secondary roof line that comes out further in the front, which I suppose I'll try for this example to come out this direction. And so what I'm going to first do is increase the roof line. And it's actually, take a look again. Yeah, it's just in the front. It comes out a little ways. Okay. And then make that line darker because it's kind of the point we're trying to make is dark lines and light lines. And then that. And so that's the pole that comes down. I suppose the sidewalk piece will go there. And then alright. And now those are both set up correctly. So this would kind of be on this end instead of this end, but I can see that it actually makes sense now and works. So, ta-da! I did a thing. And where is my screen recorder to stop? Too many tabs. There it is. Stop.